Welcome to the laziest kind of YouTube video. But you guys provide the content. We did an assumptions video a couple of years ago and you guys really liked it, so we thought the time has come to do another one, as it's still a thing that people do on YouTube.
You guys, this is a fresh new batch today.
Whole new set, yeah. People have moved on from our videos from 2 years ago. And we would hope that that would happen. You should graduate Zelf on the shelf at some point.
For sure.
We could try and justify why we're doing this more.
No, just jump right in.
Zelf. On the shelf.
Oh god, first assumption. You're ready to give up on YouTube.
How dare you?
How very dare you? I'm actually not.
No.
I think I've gone through different sort of phases with YouTube where I've had to figure out what my relationship is with it based on what works for me rather than what I feel pressured to be or do.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've just landed in this place where I recognize that it's really cool to have a platform where I can speak out, and I try not to put too much pressure on myself about it. Hence why we aren't always super consistent, because I never want to be making stuff just out of a sense of obligation.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not ready to give up on YouTube. But yeah, my relationship with YouTube is an ever-evolving thing that is interesting. What about you?
Yeah, I'd say same. It's nice being able to do it when we feel like it and not just grinding.
Yeah. We aren't very hustly as people.
No. Surprisingly.
Would you think of a joke that's would someone who was ready to give up on YouTube do this? Us. I can't bother to get up though.
Yeah, we're not good.
Forget it. You guys can imagine that.
2 years
really
ago
funny.
we would have.
You felt guilty the first time drinking coffee. For me, no. But I didn't grow up in a Mormon family, so.
No way, Jose. I loved it. I thought it tasted like garbage water.
You listen to weird music.
Define weird.
Yeah, I don't think we do. I think we listen to what you would expect us to listen to based on our general vibe.
Yesterday I was listening to some weird music.
I mean, you do get into the curtain singing, which I think would be classed as weird.
Okay, yeah. This one was just a really weird beat that was going. It was just and then this other thing was
I mean, we like the shamanic drums.
I really like just world music all over, right?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff from all over.
Spanish music.
Yeah, Latin music is wonderful.
African music is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I immediately assumed that you were married. That idea got squashed real quick, lol. Tana would be if we were married.
We're married to this channel and that alone.
But we are also huge divorce proponents, so don't get too comfortable.
And polyamorous.
I think you guys would both be fantastic friends to have. Thanks for all you do. That's true. That one's true, I think.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
I don't know if this counts as an assumption, but you're my best friends in my mind.
That's a good assumption. We are your best friends.
That's a good assumption. You could have much worse best friends.
Yeah.
And probably better, but... You get tired of everyone asking if you're dating each other. Nah, we just get comments every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And we love engagement, so, you gotta have a thing that gets people commenting.
An engagement ring.
Tana moved to California. Did you?
No.
No.
Is it the headband?
It's just your general. You are pretty into rollerblading, so.
That's true. I think I would do well on the beach strip.
Oh, you do so well on the beach
Venice
strip.
Beach, just
You both read a lot, a lot.
I'd say Sam is the bigger reader here. I do like to read. I like to get in niche researchy things, where Sam is really good at just picking up a book, reading the whole thing, and then being able to articulate it perfectly afterward.
That's not true. I wish that was true. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I read a lot. There are days I don't read. Sometimes,
whole days.
Yeah, sometimes there are whole days. Yeah, I'm usually reading... I don't know, yeah. I read a lot, but not a lot.
I have a library card. It gets used.
Another person, you guys are married. I thought that for a year. You get easily frustrated with Mormons being hypocrites, but you don't always respond. Yeah, I mean, people being hypocrites is hard.
Yeah.
Frustrating. And yes, we don't always respond because we love ourselves too much. Sam, you have a mundane desk job. False, I have a mundane couch job now.
Thanks, COVID.
And it's not that mundane. I mean, I'm a copywriter, so sometimes my job is very mundane and sometimes my job is quite fun and I get to write fun scripts and ads and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say mundane, but less exciting than YouTube, depending on the day, really.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner, you're plotting something in the buff. Doesn't that mean naked?
I don't know.
Either way, yes.
Always plotting something.
Tanner has got a lot of cool projects up his sleeve, if that's what you mean, and they will be coming soon. So please subscribe if you aren't already. I assume that you are just straight up hippies hugging trees and shit.
You're so right.
Listen, trees release a chemical called phytocytes that improve your mood, so it's actually very beneficial to hug trees.
That's really good to know.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like a good tree? You gotta be
Love a good tree.
sick in the head not to like see a good tree and be like, yeah, this is good. I really like these around. Thank you for giving us oxygen.
That was an aggressive.
You think I'm some kind of tree hugging hippie? Fuck you, dude.
No, I do think we are quite hippie. I mean, I feel like I'm also a slave to consumerism, but like I try and shop sustainably. So.
I feel like every hippie is like, oh no, I'm not a hippie, and that's how I feel. Like, oh no, I'm a different thing.
I feel like I'm adjacent to those like tech bros that are like tech bros that go to ayahuasca once a year or something. Yeah. Mormonism has...
Their therapist gives them MDMA.
I wish mine did. I have a therapist. Mormonism has left you with some trauma.
Yeah.
I like, my instinct is to say no because I wasn't raised with it, but realistically everything leaves you with some trauma, so probably.
And I feel leaves you with trauma is kind of interesting because it's like it starts you with trauma, and then you like once you leave the church, you begin the process of like making your trauma conscious and addressing it and moving through it. And while it'll like impact your life, it's sort of informs like your mission moving forward, rather than like crippling you by like tying you to the past.
Yeah. I think all trauma is like an opportunity for awakening and for, like, I really believe that I don't know who said it, but that the deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the greater your joy can be.
Khalil Gibran.
Okay, you don't regret being Mormon. That's true, I don't.
I butchered that pronunciation.
Oh no, that's fine. That was impressive. You don't regret being Mormon?
No, because like there's no real point of regretting anything because it's like it's all led you to where you are, and I like where I am, so. Well,
yeah, I'm so happy I ended up in the US with the life that I have, with the mind that I have, and I think joining a high demand religion, being convinced it was true, and then having the experience of realizing it was not true was very beneficial for me awakening, if you're okay with that word. You love Utah but dislike the culture. It depends what you mean by the culture, because there's so many different cultures within it.
Yeah, because, well, there's like definitely a like distinct monoculture here, but it also makes for a really cool counterculture, and I really like the counterculture.
Yeah, overall I really love Utah. I love the hikes and stuff, obviously, and then I don't really feel like very immersed in the LDS culture. So.
No, and even Salt Lake Mormons are very different.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I remember people would always talk about them as like less faithful. It's because they're like liberal and usually like more chill and easy to get along with. Like
the Mormons that are like that like I work with, I like them all. So that says something. You prefer UK politics to US? Yes and no. I mean, I think there's ways that the UK does a better job politically, in the sense that there are more like socialist systems in place, and things that are bad here are less bad there, even though they're still bad there. You know, like police brutality in the UK is better because they are trained a lot better and stuff like that.
They don't
but
even
like,
use guns, right?
No, they're really well trained in de-escalation. But also, like, Boris Johnson's the Prime Minister, it's still like the same.
Brexit.
Yeah, same kind of bullshit. So, yeah, like kind of, but also it's all the same. So I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Ain't no warfare but class warfare. Ain't no politics but class politics. And it seems like to me that the rich all over the world are trying to hoard as much resource as possible, and it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah. You believe strong patriotism is dangerous? Yes, of course. I think strong identification with anything like that is dangerous, because it makes you dehumanize other people in the name of this conceptual reality that you're super identified with.
Yeah. Not a huge fan of over-identification with any ideology. I think ideology as a system is dangerous. Like, have strong opinions, but hold them real loose.
Yeah. And I don't think the American flag is that cute. Sam's an introvert, Tanner's an extrovert. How did you know?
Good assumption.
You're dope AF heathens.
I have a hard kombucha every once in a while. You know what they say about assuming?
You made that joke in the last one.
Sometimes you repeat the same joke. That's what they say. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on Zelf on Some Shelves. I'd say overall, what you see is what you get. You're pretty spot on there, folks.
Honestly, it's an honor to just be thought about.
Yeah, just to have assumptions made about me.
Yeah, seriously. That's it. We can always do another one if we need to.
Yeah.
That's the end of this video. Thank you to our patrons for making quality content such as this possible. Why has my laptop died?
I guess we'll sign off.
Okay, bye.